there, my name's Lois, and welcome to this fun, imaginative and stimulating drama exercise where you will be using your body to tell a story. Over the next few minutes, we are all going to go on an exciting adventure, using just our facial expressions, voices and movement to act out the story that is being described to us. What this means is when you are walking in the story, you need to be walking around your room in real life. If we're crawling under a tree or peeking through a door, we need to act all of those things out, thinking about how our bodies move and what our faces might look like. Before we start, you need to make sure you have cleared a safe space around you. No antique vases nearby that you could knock over. Put your arms out and spin around in a circle. All clear? Perfect. Oh, look! Here comes the storyteller.
Okay, we're going to start this adventure as I start every single day. We're going to be in bed, fast asleep. So make yourself comfortable on the floor, close your eyes, and imagine whatever it is you think you might be dreaming about until suddenly the alarm clock goes off. And then you're going to jump out of bed, you're going to switch off the alarm clock, and you're going to shake yourself off and get all of that sleep out of your body. Because today is the day we are going on a big adventure. So what do we need? The first thing we need to do is put on our adventure trousers, slide those on, and then our adventure shirt. Put your arms into your adventure shirt and drop the buttons. And we're going to pull on our adventure boots because we need our nice, strong, waterproof boots. And we're going to grab our adventure hat, pop it on our head, and our adventure coat. And finally, our adventure backpack. We're going to put our packed lunch in there and some binoculars and a notebook and a compass. Those are the things we're going to need. Right, take a quick look at yourself in the mirror and straighten yourself out. We are ready for the adventure. So we're going to go down the stairs and we're going to open our front door wide and shut it behind us. And then we're going to cross over the road. So we're going to look both ways, look left and look right. And we're going to cross over the road. And then jump over the fence at the other side because we're feeling nice and energetic. So we're going to vault over that fence and land in a big green field. And all around us we can hear the birds singing. So have a little listen and look out across the field. Maybe grab your binoculars and see if you can see anything important. And then we're going to start walking through the field. So we're feeling quite fun. We're feeling quite adventurous. We're skipping through the field. And eventually the grass is starting to get a bit longer. The swishy, swashy grass is starting to get a little bit higher and it's up to our knees. So we're going to have to just lift our legs a little bit to get through it. And then it's up to our waist. So we're going to have to push it out of the way with our hands. Swish, swash, swish, swash. And then it's going right up to our shoulders. So we're going to have to walk on tiptoes a little bit to get through it. Swish, swash, pushing it out of the way with our hands. Swish, swash, until we get to the edge of the woods. Now, in the woods, things are a little bit darker, so we have to peer off into the distance so we can see. And as we walk through, we realise there's lots of roots sticking out of the ground and lots of branches in our way. And as we go through the woods, looking around at the trees, we realise the trees are getting closer and closer to each other. So we're going to have to lift our legs really high to get under and over. And we're going to have to duck down to crawl beneath some of the roots and the branches. And we're going to have to climb up some of the bits of the trees and some of the rocks that are in our way. And what can we see around us there? Maybe we'll get our binoculars out again and we can look and see if we can see. There's an owl hooting up in the tree over there and a woodpecker. What else can you see? Have an imagine. And eventually we push our way through the woods and we are at the bottom of the huge hill. And it starts off okay. We're just pleased to be out of the woods, to be honest. So we're walking up the hill and it's getting steeper and steeper and steeper and we're getting more and more tired. And soon it's not really a hill anymore. It's more of a mountain. So we're climbing, we're reaching up, grabbing rocks and pulling ourselves up higher and higher. And looking out across the mountain, we can pick our binoculars up again and we can even see our house all the way back down below. And we can see the woods and the fields that we've walked through. And eventually, we get to the very top of the mountain. And what can we see? There's a big old wooden house. So we sneak up to the wooden house And we knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. And there's no answer. That's strange. But at that very same time, the door swings slowly open. So we think, well, we better have a look inside. So we're going to sneak inside and say, hello? Anybody there? And there's no answer. So we sneak up the long, long staircase to the top of the stairs onto the landing. And we say again, hello? Is there anybody there? And we walk round, looking in the room, see if there's anything we can find. And in one room, there's a big, tall wardrobe. And behind the wardrobe, we can hear a weird sound. So we're going to go over to the wardrobe, and slowly we're going to take the handles in our hand. And we're going to slowly open the spooky old wardrobe. And inside the wardrobe, there's a tiny little box. So we're going to open the little box really slowly. And inside the box, there's a little mouse. And he's sat on a chair, and he looks up at us. And he says, "Boom!" So we jump back out of the room, running along the landing, and then we're going to run down the stairs as safely but as quickly as we can. Run. We're going to run out the front door. We're going to run down the path. We're going to get to the edge of the mountain at the top, and we're going to start climbing down, reaching around those rocks. We're going to run down the hill quick as we can without trying to trip over and fall. And then we're going to climb through the woods, reaching over and under, skipping over the branches and ducking beneath the roots. And then we're going to run through the swishy swashy grass that's as tall as our shoulders, till we get to the bit that's as tall as our waists, till we get to the bit that's as tall as our knees. And then we're going to run across the field, and we're going to jump over the fence, and then we're going to stop, because we're back at the road, so we're going to look both ways, look left, look right. And when there's nothing coming, we're going to go over the roads, and we're going to open our front door, shut it behind us. We're going to run up the stairs, and we're going to jump back into our beds. And then we're going to open our packed lunch from our bag.